I really couldn't believe I could get this line, so I just went ahead and took it. I took Lamar Jackson to go over 6.5 rushing attempts,
Love it.
minus 125 over on Profit X. He's actually his median is 6 this year. He's only cashed this line one time. So why do I like this? Well, last season, he did cash his first 6 of 7 games on the road. And in 2021, I know it's a long time ago, but he did play this Vikings team and he ran 21 times for over 120 yards, I believe. So he's already got the history in his back pocket. Last game was his first game back from injury. He didn't really look to run in that game. Here, I think he's going to look to run a little bit more. He's one of the most dynamic rushing quarterbacks in the NFL. Um, Averaging right around 21 rushing yards per game against NFC competition. Um, Jackson does have that history against the Vikings, like I mentioned, and the Vikings do have a little bit of defensive vulnerability. They do like to blitz a lot, which does force the quarterback to pass a little more, but I think it also forces them to move out of the pocket and to avoid that pressure a little bit. And he's a quarterback that I think will tend to run the ball more than um, take a step to the left or the right just to avoid the pressure to make a pass. I know he's been passing a lot, and usually his over 1.5 passing touchdowns is usually juiced. So I know they're always looking to him to pass the ball to get into the end zone. But I still think with the amount of pressure that they're going to put on him, I think instead of him making a step or two to avoid the pressure to make the pass, I think here he's going to try to just get down the field and try to make as many first down plays as possible. He knows what kind of defense he's going up against. And I just think this is a play more times than not. He's going to cash. It's a play that I've cashed a lot in previous years. Last year in 2024, he cashed this in 63% of his games with a median of 8. I think when fully healthy, he's going to always be around this 8 or 9 mark, especially against strong defenses. Um, I just think this is a good spot for him. I think the line should be 7.5, about minus 115, minus 120. So to get minus 125 price on 6.5, I didn't really hesitate when I saw that. So one of my favorite plays of the week.
Yeah, I like that for one reason. Brian Flores, D coordinator of the Vikings, blitzes more than any other coach. Lamar loves to just, you know, tuck the ball and run when he's blitzed. So I mean, just schematically, the play makes plenty of sense. Vikings rank sixth in sack rate, so they're going to the house a lot of times. And like I said, Lamar loves to run when he's blitzed. Just the play makes sense just from that standpoint. I think he's gonna have some rushes. Also, you see Todd Monken likes to run the zone read when he can with Lamar, given the option to either pitch it or keep it.
Yeah, yeah,
Now that Lamar's a little healthier, I could see him calling more zone reads in this game. It's a tough road game for Baltimore.
yeah.
And this game, they got to dig out of the hole that they're in, really. So I like the play. Lamar tends to run more, in tighter games. And with this one, what spread on this was only 4, I think. Baltimore minus 4. So they're calling for a tight game. He's going to have to
No,
run.
that's a really good that's a really good assessment there because look at the QB hurries. They rank third. They rank second tackles for loss, but when you really look into it, they sit eighth in passing yards allowed and 20th in rushing yards. So they're pretty stingy against the passing. So I think
Yep,
maybe the Ravens will try some of those passes, and I think they're going to figure out we're going to have to get the first downs. We're going to have to move the ball on the ground. And that's where it's going to come. He may not. This may not be an early cash. I think this is going to be one of those. We'll be sweaty about fourth quarter. He's going to
yep.
probably get 2 or 3
Yep.
rushes because I think this is going to be a 3 point game. So I think he's going to have to make some plays late in the game. And I think they're going to be fully focused on slowing down Henry. So they're gonna leave some gaps for him to gaps or creases, I guess, to run through. So I think he's going to show his athleticism, especially on the turf. We're not outside in the
Yep.
grass. We're inside of a dome. That just gives another edge for him to have some good footing here. So, um, yeah, like
Yeah.
I just love this play, man.